Alright, so here I am, first time on the Burning Skies training server, and this is the runway I'm at, airport. I like that they list the active runway. It's kind of nice. And yeah, you spawn in, and you've got some crew guys standing near you, some equipment, so you're not just loading in a barren field. It's kind of cool. There they are. Hey, guys. All right, so I loaded up with a bunch of AMRAAMs, and I'm going to go out and practice my air in the Strike Eagle. It's actually a formidable aircraft. Once you start figuring out how to use all the nice stuff in it, right? Like, I mean, I'm used to flying the Hornet, and I had to really relearn a lot of stuff to use the Strike Eagle effectively, and I'm still learning, as you'll see. So I'm going to taxi out. I like that it also lists what's going on at the base you're at, right? Shows that I'm taxiing. All right, so there's a Hornet that just landed. I gotta keep on taxiing out. Make sure I'm not gonna block this guy. Actually, looks like he landed on the taxiway there. Kind of looks like a runway, but I guess it is kind of a runway of sorts. Turn on those taxi lights. Make sure no one else is coming. Keep on rolling. Yeah, it even folded his wings up. All right, there was also an A10 coming in, so I got to wait here. If I pull up into that turn, it's a bit of a tight fit for both of us. So if I sit here, it's a little bit wider, I think, and I'll let him get past me before I take the runway. See what's going on with this guy. There he is. I'm waiting on him, just setting the jettison for my fuel tanks that are under the wings. Make sure everything else is good to go. So yeah, on this one, it's similar to the Foria server in that you can see all of the enemy units on the map. It's again very handy for learning. What I've kind of been piecing together over the past few times I've been playing, you kill all the enemy units within a zone. It's those colored zone strips, and then you conquer it, and then you can start taking off from bases there. Kind of similar to the Foria.
Police legendary traffic, Sec 11 taking runway 31 left.
And you don't have to kill everything in the entire strip from the top of the map to the bottom. You just need to, it's segmented, so if you kill enough stuff towards the top, that turns blue. All right, throttle up and let's get going.
One, passing waypoint 1 at 7,000.
Gear up, flaps up. I maintain roughly the same flight level until I get up to around just a little over Mach 0.9. 0.95, somewhere around there, and then I'll begin my climb. Gotta say, I really love the Strike Eagle. The amount of power this thing has is insane. And more than that, the amount of gas it can carry is crazy. But you do need to be careful. This is no flight it's not like the Hornet where the computer saves you from yourself. You got to be gentle. You can snap the wings off quite easily on this guy. You can overspeed, over-G, and tear off part of your wing. That actually just happened to me today. I made a video of it. I'll put it up. But I was going way too fast and, well, felt a clunk. They have that JetPad and everything, and I look over and my wingtip's on fire. Now I was trying to evade a SAM, but I got away from that, but this other thing hit me, i.e. physics. All right, so as you can see, there's the map. We own that whole blue strip. I'm going to head up north. There's an Apache up there. Make sure that he stays safe while he's killing stuff. So when you kill things, you get points on this server. And you can use those points to buy, I guess, AI-controlled aircraft to do cap or attack, CAS against an area. So I haven't really played with that aspect yet. I just go out and kill stuff, right? And again, this is my first time on this server. So there's also a Burning Skies command center, I think it's called, and that is it's the real server. It's not training. But one thing I thought it's cool is you can actually win some stuff that the guy who's running the server draws periodically, and you get like a free module of your choice from DCS or whatever. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's see what's going on with the map. Not too much. I think might be an enemy aircraft out there. So my main focus really is practicing air-to-air. I've really been trying to figure out the radar, IFF, all that stuff, and I think it's starting to gel with me. And this is a great server to do it on. I was also doing it on some of the Foria servers that weren't too crowded. Just to so I'm not shooting down friendlies. And I'll pop over to the map a lot to kind of figure out what's going on, where the enemy are. We got a AN-30 lifting out of that airbase. What's that over there? MiG 3102. All right, so let's go get that guy. Work the radar. Adjust the elevation. There it is. TDC depress. Get raster scan. No, I got it in trackable scan. Got him locked up. Now you see that enhanced ID as show me that this is an AN-30. You can see it at the bottom of the radar B scope. There he is. Looks like that's my guy I have locked up. Proper altitude, all that good stuff. Nothing else is out ahead of me. So now I start paying attention to the information on the right side of the HUD. It's also mirrored down there on the radar scope. I get within range. Once we're in like absolute maximum range, you'll see a star up here. There it is, underneath the target designation box. But ideally, you want to get it a little bit closer. I think we're within good range now. There we go. Box 3. There's a countdown as to when the missile will flip active. It's in the bottom right corner, almost just above it. And you get some notices when you're within 30 miles. I kind of like that as well. There we go, 3, 2, 1. And now it's in medium PRF, and that's the countdown to
Second one engaging AM3.
Basically when it's going to impact the target. Unfortunately, I didn't stick around for the money shot. There it is. I wanted to see
Splash AM30.
if I would see that what's displayed in the cockpit here. So, but don't worry, some of the other videos I'll definitely be sticking around to watch them go boom. Yeah. Here we go, MiG-27. It gives you the bra to it. Let's go get this guy. He doesn't like what I did to that AN-30. All right, let's get him locked up. Fox 3. All right, there's another one up there. We're going to go to a long-range bore sight. Get him locked up. Shoot a Fox 3 his way as well. All right, 2 good tracks. Time to offset. So you see up there I get 30 credits for each aircraft that I kill. Alright, I got a SAM lock on me. He was an SA-15 nearby. So let's push away, gain some altitude. Alright. Head up to that waypoint, which is around where that Apache is working over that one airbase. Alright, so here we are. That's the airbase over there. The Apache is, I think he's somewhere down between me and that airbase. He's creeping along. There were a couple of enemy aircraft that were taxiing down there. You can see the Apache. You kind of see a little blue arrow there. Out over the green field. So I was going to dip down, do a flyby, because there was really nothing that was going on around here. I orbited around for a while. The enemy aircraft that were taxiing despawned. So there's really nothing for me to do, so I'll give him a little bit of a flyby, and I'll take off and go see what else I can do battle with out there. pretty fast. You really need to watch at these low altitudes. As I discovered today. Not on this flight, but... Alright, let's zip past him. You can see him up ahead there. Looks like he launches another missile at that burning... There it is. Boom. Alright, let's wake this guy up. Boom. And up we go. Let this thing climb, man. Alright, well, I had my fun with the Apache. Let's go see if there's anything else we can go up against out there. One thing that's supposed to work is you should be able to hear the AWACS when you call it using the other menu on the SRS, but it's not been working in the Strike Eagle. I gotta try and figure out what's going on with that. Okay. Lots of jamming going on, as you can see on the radar. Picking up some radar warning receiver hits as well. So I'm flying around, I'm just kind of trying out the IFF. Still kind of figuring out how well it works. It's been doing pretty good. Might do a video on stuff I figured out. Because I'm sure there's other people who are kind of sorting it out as well. Alright, so let's see. Anything exciting around here? SU-24. Let's go get him. Got a launch on me. Let's get over here. Get a lock. Fire off a Fox 3. And get defending. Killed him. There's a missile down there. Another aircraft, got him. back up to altitude. Stay out of the weapon engagement zone of some of these SAMs around here. Drop those empty fuel tanks off the wings. So I'm heading back to the base. I'm ditching some fuel, as you can see there. It comes out the right wingtip. I set the bingo to 5,000 pounds. There's our airbase over there. And so once it hits the 5,000 pounds, the fuel dump will turn off. That's a good landing weight for the aircraft. Going to push past the airbase and get lined up on the runway I want to land on, which is the active one. Something else happened over at that other airbase over there. Looks like, yeah, wherever the... Somebody had some issues when they spawned in, maybe, I don't know. So, a little bit of excitement on the server. It was a pretty, I guess, pretty easy run. Got to blast some enemy fighters. Had to dodge some missiles. Should be good. I'm going to do an overhead brake, so I want to get down to 300 knots, 1,600 feet. So the turn will bleed off some of that speed. We're
WJ, left any traffic, cyclone 1 inbound, runway 31 left with left-hand overhead brake.
Now, those points you were accumulating whenever for your kills, be it air kills or ground kills.
Bingo, fuel. Bingo, fuel.
So there we go. It turns off the fuel dump. We're at 5,000 pounds, which is a good landing weight for the aircraft. And yeah, so the credits that you gain, you don't get them until you land, and you have to land and be on the ground for, I think, 10 seconds. It lets you know. So you can't just like touch and go and then crash. So this is important also on the non-training server, where you get, I guess, experience points, and those go towards player rankings or something or other. So there's a guy landing down there in the wrong direction, but that's okay. When I do this overhead brake, it gives them time to do their thing, and I'm going to get down to a clear runway. So it's around 1,600 feet above ground level. You can see with the R underneath the altitude reading, and around 300 knots. So you cut back the throttles to idle, start pulling around to a reciprocal heading. Maintain the same flight level. I think I'm a little bit high. Let's start getting set up for your landing. I'm going to get an angle of attack around 20 to 22 degrees. Alpha. Try to get down to 1,600 feet here. before the break.
Fox 8 surface, lazy traffic, Cyclone 1, base final, runway 31 left.
Yeah, so I think there's a little bit of a wind blowing, like a crosswind, and or I just sucked at the landing because my turn was, I go far, you'll see here, and I have to correct back onto the course. I think I probably should have pulled a little bit more into this turn than I typically would. But hey, that's the whole idea of practice, right? Like I'm really pulling hard for a landing here. I'm banking hard. And we're too far to the right, so I gotta correct to the left. Look like an amateur, which I am. But we'll get lined up. I don't know what that smoke is in the middle of the runway. Hopefully there's not like a wreck in the middle or something. But we recovered. Went a little fast.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Get that angle of attack up a bit higher. Thanks for waiting there, Strike Eagle dude. All right. Let's butter this landing. Not too bad, not too bad. I don't maintain the aero brake too long because I'm worried there's something in the middle of the runway, like some wreck. There is, I can see it, so let's get over to the side and try and slow down. It's just some guy doing the walk of shame looking at the mess he left. So there we go. 5 aircraft shot down. Score some points for the good guys. So at this point, I guess the way the game works, you could just kind of punt out of your out of your aircraft. But I try to get off. I definitely want to get off to the taxiway there. Let me see him on the runway. Nice little touches. I'm really enjoying the server. I'm going to definitely spend a lot more time on it. Not as many people on it as I'd love to see. But if you're kind of new to flying online, might be a good server to give a shot.
Traffic, Cyclone 1 cleared, runway 31 left. Sorry, parachute dude, in the middle of the runway, I ran you over.
So we got another Strike Eagle taxiing over there. And yeah, I don't want to roll down this way because it'll get really snug, so I'll pull over to the side here. Hopefully, I wasn't sure if he was going to keep going past, but he decided to come down this way, so better scooch over to the right here a bit without going on the grass. So yeah, I mean, it's a this is a great training server. It's different from the Foria server in that all of the enemy ground units are kind of scattered around, you know, on the countryside, which makes for some challenging targeting. It's not at a nice flat area like on Foria. So Foria's got some advantages in that all your enemies are at these air bases. So it's kind of a you know, a good initial step. Then I'd come to a training server like this to kind of start picking up on some of the others. Yeah, lots of activity here. And ultimately move on to the non-training servers where you don't see the enemy forces on the map. I have tried the normal server. It was pretty far along. It was on the Persian Gulf map. So we'd already captured pretty much all of the map. It runs for days and days and days. But I learned some of the basics in that session, and I'll do a video on that as I learn more. But it's kind of neat. It's a fun map. That guy took off, by the way, on the taxiway. Actually, I think he winds up, yeah, he does something wrong and winds up ruining his aircraft in the climb out somehow, and you see him eject. His aircraft falls down in a smoking mess. So you see all that smoke? It's really, really nice. I like it. I use that better smoke mod. I'll link it in the video description. It persists the smoke and it makes it thicker. There's that F-16 taking off. Wrong direction. I think he's going down the taxiway as well. Parking brake on. Oh yeah, see like that way off in the distance? I don't know what he did. Maybe he like over-G'd the aircraft. Snapped the wings off. Let's open this canopy. Breathe in the fresh air. All right, well that F-16 takes off. I want to thank you for spending time with me on Burning Skies training server. Expect more videos from me learning the Strike Eagle. I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.